So here's the tea. Things between Diddy's daughters might not be as picture-perfect as they seem. Fans are picking up on some low-key tension between Chance and the twins, Jessie and Delilah, and it's starting to look like a full-blown sister showdown. Sure, they smile for the gram, but behind those filters, people are saying things are a little icy. But wait, it gets even messier. Folks are out here claiming that Diddy might actually be favoring the twins and pushing Chance to the side like she's not even part of the crew. That's right, some fans are asking if Chance is being treated like the forgotten daughter while the twins get the spotlight. And now, everybody's wondering, did Diddy purposely downplay Chance's shine just to boost the twins' clout? This whole thing is getting wild. Now, let's be real. The girls have done a solid job pretending everything's all love. They even set up a cute little joint Instagram for all the sisters, including baby love. Looks wholesome, right? But fans with sharp eyes have noticed something weird. The twins seem way more visible and active online compared to Chance, and it might not be a coincidence. Case in point, when Diddy hit the VMAs stage in 2023, guess who was right there with him? Just the twins. Chance was nowhere to be seen, and fans were quick to clock that. If you scroll through Diddy's old YouTube videos, you'll notice something that fans have been pointing out for a while. His daughters show up often, but it's almost always the twins, Jessie and Delilah. Chance, barely a glimpse.
Hey, what's up everybody out there? This is another episode of P-Twitty TV, and I have my little ladies, my queens here, my princess. Tell them your name.
I'm Jessie.
Jessie, you Jessie James?
Jessie James.
You an outlaw?
Yeah.
Yeah. You an outlaw?
Yes.
Yes. Daddy's girl? Kid daddy kiss.
Are you gonna see that, baby?
Daddy kiss. With my ladies. This my future superstar, Jessie. Say peace.
Peace.
This Delilah.
It's like she wasn't even part of the picture back then. Now, to be fair, Diddy did take Chance to the Oscars a few years back, since she's got dreams of being an actress.
I am speechless. Baby, you look so beautiful. So beautiful. She's a future actress. Her name is Chance Combs. Chance, you tell her.
Yes, I'm an aspiring actress, and it's my first time at the Oscars, so I'm really excited to be here. Yeah.
Incredible, incredible.
But besides that one moment, he hasn't really been seen doing much to help boost her career, at least not in public. She hasn't landed any roles yet in TV or film, but who knows, maybe her time's still coming. Meanwhile, the twins are out here chasing modeling dreams, and Diddy is doing the most to make it happen. They've already walked a few runways, including at Miami Swim Week.
Jessie and Delilah Combs were one of the highlights of Miami Swim Week. The 16-year-old twins made an appearance at the Liberty and Justice fashion show.
And with the way he's been putting them on stages, in the spotlight, and behind closed doors, pulling strings, it's looking real biased out here. Let's rewind for a sec, because Chance's entrance into this world came with serious drama. She's a talented and sweet young woman now, but the story of how she got here is something else. Diddy was still in a relationship with Kim Porter when Chance was born. Which means, yes, he was cheating. And this wasn't some quick mistake. It turned into a whole scandal once the timeline came out. Even though Chance had nothing to do with any of it, the mess surrounding her birth came straight from Diddy's choices. And unfortunately, that baggage followed her from day one. Alright, let's break down how this whole mess really went down. Because trust, it's a lot. Back in the early 2000s, Diddy was locked into this long roller coaster relationship with Kim Porter. They were on and off for years, full of highs, lows, makeups, and serious breakdowns. But Kim wasn't just some fling. She was a huge part of Diddy's life and the mother of 3 of his kids. That includes Quincy, her son from a past relationship that Diddy stepped up to raise like his own, and later on, their twin daughters, Jessie and Delilah. To the public, it looked like Kim was Diddy's ride or die, his soulmate. But behind closed doors, things were way messier than anyone knew. While Diddy was publicly playing family man with Kim, he was also dealing with another woman, Sarah Chapman, a quiet stunner from Atlanta who had been linked to him for years. Their situation wasn't loud or flashy, but it was real. And yep, Sarah is Chance's mom. So while Diddy was out here building a picture-perfect life with Kim, he was secretly still seeing Sarah on the side. Everything exploded when Sarah got pregnant with Chance. The timelines? Oh, they definitely overlapped. What was supposed to stay in the shadows turned into a full-on scandal once the truth hit the surface. Kim found out Diddy had another baby on the way while she was carrying the twins. And that's when things went from messy to straight up outrageous. Get this! Both women were pregnant at the same time. Yeah, you heard right. Sarah was expecting Chance while Kim was pregnant with Jessie and Delilah. The due dates were just months apart, meaning these kids were born practically back to back. And when the world found out in 2006 that Diddy had gotten another woman pregnant while Kim was expecting their twins, that was like a bomb going off in public. To make things worse, word is Kim didn't even find out right away. Sources say she was already deep into her pregnancy when she learned about Sarah's baby. That betrayal hit hard, and after dealing with years of cheating, lies, and heartbreak, Kim finally walked away from Diddy for good. Kim Porter later opened up in interviews about how tough it was to walk away from Diddy, but she said she had to do it. Not just for herself, but to show her kids what self-respect looks like. And that right there is part of why people loved her so much. Kim didn't just take the high road, she built the whole highway. Meanwhile, Sarah Chapman stayed low-key through all the drama. She never really got caught up in the headlines or threw shade in public. Years later, she did speak up a little, saying her main priority was always raising Chance right and keeping her away from the spotlight until she was old enough to choose her own path. As for Diddy, he eventually stepped in and started co-parenting Chance, but not everyone's convinced it came from the heart. A lot of fans think he only did it after the media started calling him out. Either way, it looked like Kim still managed to keep things respectful. We might not know what really went down between her and Sarah behind closed doors, but from the outside, it looked like they kept it grown. There are even photos of both women together with Diddy, so they clearly kept things peaceful, at least in public. But here's where it gets interesting. Word is, Chance finally realized that Diddy wasn't about to boost her career the same way he did for the twins. And that might be why she decided to focus on school instead. In 2023, she got accepted into NYU's Tisch School of the Arts. A major move. That school's no joke, and it shows she's carving her own path. Now here's the spicy twist. Chance isn't the only one fans think Diddy held back. Let's talk about Justin, Diddy's son who got into Harvard, one of the hardest schools in the world to get into. But instead of going, he ended up at UCLA. Why? Word on the street is, Diddy stepped in and told him to stay close in LA for family reasons. And don't get it twisted, UCLA is a top school too. But if Harvard was the goal, why not let him go for it? Fans say if Justin really wanted UCLA, he would have applied there first, right? The whole thing with Justin and Harvard just didn't make sense. Diddy said he wanted his son close by, but come on, Diddy's always flying back and forth between New York, Miami, and LA anyway. It's not like he was going to be pulling up to every football practice or late-night study session. To a lot of people, it looked less like a caring dad move and more like a classic power play. Like Diddy wanted to remind Justin who really runs the show. So Justin switched gears and went to UCLA. And to be fair, he was doing his thing. He joined the football team and wasn't just riding the bench, he was a real asset on the field. People even started buzzing about him going pro one day. But then everything flipped. At one of Justin's games, Diddy got into it with his son's coach. And we're not talking about just some shouting match. Nah, Diddy actually got physical. Reports say he threw hands and swung a kettlebell bar at the coach. Luckily, the coach wasn't badly hurt, but the damage was done. That one moment got Justin kicked off the team. Just like that, his whole football future vanished. And with all the power and connections Diddy has, you'd think he could have fixed the mess he made and got Justin back on the team. Especially since it was his outburst that blew everything up. But nope. Nothing happened. Justin's shot at the pros was gone, just like that. And guess what? Justin also had dreams of being a rapper. But Diddy didn't do much to back him up. Meanwhile, Christian, Diddy's son with Kim Porter, was getting the full star treatment. Studio time, features, spotlight. He was even on Diddy's last album. Fans have definitely noticed that pattern. It's almost like Diddy's been accused of sabotaging every kid except the ones he had with Kim. From the outside, it's looking like he's got clear favorites. And that favoritism may have come at the cost of his other kids' dreams. Now that's the kind of drama that don't lie. So if you're loving the tea and want more of this everyday celeb chaos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're breaking it all down, one scandal at a time. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.